I'm Dr. Anitha, Associate Professor and Head, PG Department of Commerce with Computer Applications, NGM College, Pollachi. Today my topic is characteristics of company. First, I would like to introduce what is a company. A joint stock company is a form of business organization, which literally means an association of persons who have formed together with a common object such as business, sports, charity, and trust. As law requires, the company is to be incorporated under the Companies Act. The common characteristic of a company is that the fact of it is the ownership and the management is separate. The capital of the company is being invested by a group of persons who are known as shareholders and who entrust the management in the hands of few persons who are called the board of directors. Going for the definition of a company is an incorporated association which is an artificial person created by law having a separate legal entity with a perpetual succession and a common seal. Commonly speaking, the definition itself contains all the characteristics of the company. Going for the characteristics of the company, the first character of a company is a voluntary association. A company is a voluntary association of persons, a group of persons who have joined together and put their efforts in attaining the common objective. The initiative is taken by a group of persons who are called as persons who are willing to contribute the common fund to achieve their common goal. The second character of a company is incorporated association. A company is an incorporated association under a prevalent Companies Act. So any company is to be associated or is to be incorporated or registered under the Companies Act. The law relating to the companies in India should be registered under the Indian Companies Act 1956. And this Companies Act 1956 contains all the rules relating to the formation of a company. And it gets amended from time to time. And now it is in Indian Companies Amendment Act 2013. So association of persons registered under the Companies Act is the joint stock company. The third characteristic of a company is artificial legal person. A company is an artificial legal person created by law. It has no physical body or soul like a natural person. It is invisible but exists in the eyes of law. And because of this disability, the company is called as an artificial legal person. Like any individual, the company can enter into a contract in its own name, like any other natural person. But for the legal purpose, a company is a legal person. For the legal purpose, the company is a legal person and it has its own rights and duties at law. The next characteristic of a company is separate legal entity. A company is entirely distinct from its members. It has its independent corporate existence. By law, the members can enter into a contract with the company as other individuals do. But members are not liable for any of the acts of the company. That is, the member can never become liable for any of the act that is being done by the company. The company has its own rights to transfer its title in the property as it wish. So the members at any cost, either individually or jointly, cannot claim the ownership on the assets of the company during its existence or during the time of winding up of the company. The next character of the company is perpetual existence. At any cost, the company's existence is not affected for any change in the structure of the members. That is, compared to any form of business, the company form of business has a stable existence. That is, the structure of the company is stable. The life of the company does not depend upon the death or insolvency or retirement of any members. The next character of a company is common seal. A company, being an artificial person created by law, cannot sign on its own. So for any purpose, the directors act on behalf of the company. But being a legal personality, it is bound by its document which bears its signature. So the law here gives permission to use a common seal where the name of the company is being engraved in it. Table A of the articles provides the provisions relating to the usage of common seal. The common seal should not be used by any other persons except the authority who is being appointed by the board of directors or the committee that is being formed by the board of directors. And the usage of the common seal is to be done, or it is to be affixed in any documents only in the presence of at least 2 directors and secretary or any other persons like that. The next characteristic of a company is limited liability. Members of the company's liability is very much limited to the face value of the shares held by them. Compared to any other form of business organization, the company form of business organization's liability is limited for its members. That is, the members' personal properties cannot be seized at any cost for the company's debts. So the members' liability for company's debt is limited up to the unpaid value of their shares held with them. Next is transferability of shares. The shareholders of the public company have no restriction in transferring their shares. They can easily transfer their shares whenever they wish, and they do not need any permissions from the company for transferring their shares, except certain situations. But this does not go for as such like the private company shareholders. The private company shareholders are restricted to transfer their shares. The 9th characteristic of a company is separate property. As per law, the company is treated as separate as individual in eyes of law. So they are capable of owning, enjoying and disposing of property in its own name. So no other members, even they have invested their capital amount, the shareholders, they cannot enjoy the name as the company's assets as their property. So the property of the company is not the property of the shareholders. It is the property only of the company. The last characteristic of a company is capacity to sue. The company has the capacity to file suit against any other person. So they can sue case against any other person. Likewise, any other individual can file suit against the company. This is the capacity of suing. And that's all with the characteristics of a company. That's all.